I was revealed a plan of what's going to happen next. So I can't say it, but I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen next.
A lot of people seem to think stuff like this is okay, but these are demonic biblical rituals, whether you choose to believe it or not.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be diving into so many different mysterious TikToks, strange theories that no one can explain. Hit that like and subscribe button, and let's dive in.
A lot of people seem to think stuff like this is okay, but these are demonic biblical rituals, whether you choose to believe it or not. And this is the easiest ways they can cast out their spells, by having a mass number of people gathering and not even knowing what's going on. And of course, some do know and are a part of this. And whether we
Whatever this creature is spraying something red.
choose to believe it or not, this is turning into good versus evil. And some of these demons are even bold enough to shapeshift right in front of us, because they know that most people are going to turn their back and just figure that this is just AI. But this is being normalized way too much and really getting out of hand. And people really need to start looking and knowing that this has gone way over the point of entertainment.
You couldn't pay me to be sitting in that crowd watching that. The Bridge of Death underneath the UK. The comments are saying this is an invasive worm, and it's actually poisonous if you pick it up, so do not touch it if you see this. They even said don't even try cutting them up, just put it in a bag with vinegar. What does it reproduce or something when you cut it?
I was revealed a plan of what's going to happen next. So I can't say it, but I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen next. So I instructed her, we have a bunch of booklets coming out, that when they come out, just trust me, you need to know what's in there. I don't care if you have to just take them. Don't steal them, I'll give them to you. But these are things that are strategic. I know what they have planned. What I told her is how much metal you have in your body will affect you when this thing happens. It has to do with frequency. Okay, so that I stay safe and I can come back and I stay alive, I want to tell you something. I will give you a hint of what he showed me. It's going to happen. And you have to get rid of these metals in your body. And I know exactly how to do it very easily. If you want to do it fast and quick, it would be green drinks. Anything green. And, you know, the whole fiber thing and all that, I know. But what I'm saying is there's something with chlorophyll that has to do with, it matches, it's very close to your blood in its structure. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so you have to have a carrier that will grab things and take them out of your body, okay? That's why I wanted her to speak to you about this. So, if you want to know what's going to happen, and it could happen tomorrow, it could happen, but they're going to say it's something else. You're going to have to do your own thinking about this. I don't want to get in trouble. But just stick a piece of foil in a microwave and picture that in your body. And now you know the devil's plan. Because you can't see a microwave, but you can see the results of it when it's present. And you know to not put foil in the microwave, because you just do it once, and then you have a fireworks show that the neighbors talk about coming from your microwave. Are you listening to me? Because frequencies affect different things, and if something is coming that is intentional, if it hits something that stops it, then it starts to heat up because of resistance. If it can't flow through you, then it starts to cook. And that's what I saw. It's pending. They're going to say it's something else. I was revealed a plan.
What is he talking about? Nanobots getting activated? What is going on? What? That thing was creepy. Huh. Trick fountains. It's almost like ancient AC air conditioning. Is this how they cooled off back in the ancient days? Look at that ball levitating. This is pretty unique. Cool. It's almost like an ancient water park. Lucky Luke with some surface finds.
This is a Triceratops brow horn that I found weathering out of this bank. So I took some hand tools in here and cleaned all this off. This was all hill back to here. And then when we got back in here, we found another brow horn. This one's got part of the eye socket still attached to it. So this would be the left brow horn. This is his eye socket right here, and this is the whole big horn. It's a pretty good size one, so it's a really cool piece.
Did Buddy really find a Triceratops horn? Or is it something else?
Here comes some more people coming. They're going that way, yeah. If you truly understand religion and philosophy, metaphysics and all that, if you truly understand all kinds of understanding, all measurements of reality, you'll understand they all merge in the same truth. You are what you think. If you think depression is real, that's just your world, not mine. I don't think about it. If you think about discrimination, that's because you're thinking about it. When I get discriminated, I don't even pay attention. I stay locked in. I don't believe in victim mentality. That's la la land, la 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 land. For you it's real, for me it's not. It's just that simple. You can tell me all you want how real it is. It's not that I don't pay attention, I'm just locked in. Energy flows where attention goes. Always remember, and you can't argue against that. If you do, you're arguing against God. Not me, but the rules of reality. Here comes some more people coming.
Energy flows where attention goes. I love that. The great work, the dragon's initiation. What is this about?
Great work begins when the soul confronts its deepest reality. This engraving portrays the alchemist lying within a grave, while a great dragon coils around his body and presses its jaws against his face. The dragon represents the prima materia, the untamed forces of instinct, desire, fear, and hidden potential that must be confronted rather than denied. The reclining figure symbolizes the seeker surrendering the false self, accepting that genuine transformation demands complete honesty before any higher wisdom can emerge. The grave signifies the symbolic death of the old nature, while the ruined buildings reveal the collapse of worn beliefs and exhausted identities. Beyond the ruins, the open landscape quietly promises renewal after dissolution. The great work teaches that the dragon is neither enemy nor destroyer, but the very power destined for the transmutation. Whoever embraces this inner trial awakens liberated, wiser, and inwardly reborn, discovering that every ending conceals the beginning of a more perfected life.
Speaking about dragons, check out this next segment about dragons in America. What exactly is going on here?
You already did learn something today? I'm coming to bring out his work today. So listen, America, right? The word America, where America comes from, right? It has a few different etymology meanings. One of those etymology meanings, I'll give you the few of them. One, land of the plum serpent. Another one, land of the great serpents. Another one, fallen serpent. Now I want to show you this real quick. As it says right here, America, right? America, ka. You see the flying serpent, right? You see all of these? These are the children of the sun, adore the plum serpent, right? America. This is the real name of America. This is what it's named after. America, you see these, you know who this is? Right here, that's the Timacuans, the giants, 6 to 9 feet tall. Land of the plummet serpent, the plum serpent, or the great serpents, or the fallen serpent, the entire America. Now this, what you see all the time, right? That they try to make seem like it's some type of bird. No, this is a serpent. This is a fallen feathered serpent. Land of the wizard serpent in original ancient symbolism. This is the
I have seen this a couple times. I actually seen this same logo on a giant ancient bell. A black and white photo of one of them ancient Tartarian bells. They had this same symbol on it.
the two-headed dragon. It's a dragon. This is the two-headed dragon serpent, correct?
But this looks like a bird, though. I wouldn't say dragon. But then again, you know, it's like it's got feathers. It's got the chicken-like feet. I don't know if this is a dragon, but let's see.
No, this is a dragon. America is named indigenous South American, loosely translated to land of the great, of the plum serpent, and great serpents. And that's going to make sense when you understand that serpent always means bronze, right? It's copper, people. So not only just the dragon itself, this enter energy that's outside of this world, outside of this firmament, but are very, very, very real, right? In Quachua and Amaru mythology, the Amaru is, or Amara, is revered mythical double-headed serpent or dragon. It represents wisdom, water, bringing of the underworld, earthly realm, and the spiritual heavens, which is where these dragon energies, you know, as a whole, but they be right here. They're interdimensional, remember.
I'm not trying to get, maybe I'm not understanding this, but I'm not trying to get no dragon underworld energy. You know what I'm saying? What type of power do you need where you're channeling underground dragon energy? You know? What exactly are you trying to defeat?
World just means interdimensional. Now, I'm going to show you. We go back here and we looked at the double serpent, the double-headed dragon that you see on all of your, any type of things, pretty much all of these different symbols, all of these different versions of, you know, seals of republics. Remember, why are they seals? They're seals because they're sigils. And this is how, and I'm going to break this down in my next video, but this is how they summon. These dragons don't speak in language. Do you understand what I'm saying? They speak in sigils, in sacred geometry. America is the origin name of America. The Peruvian name of Quetzalcoatl is Amaru. Quetzalcoatl meaning the Plumed serpent or Lord of America, right? America is the land of the serpent. This is the land of the dragon. Wake up, man. This whole thing is dragon serpent worship because we live inside of dragon's eye. The lands are ruled by dragons that are outside of this realm, meaning interdimensional, outside of your 12 spectrum eye. The other world beings. We are in the eye of a dragon. You already did.
What? Could America be the land of the serpents? You guys talk to me. I'm not getting it here. A dragon left its spine out.
Oh my gosh, you guys, no way. This isn't even always get scoured, like, showing in the winter. Oh, tripping over my words. Okay, look at that vein. So the rock I just held up, the garbage rock. This is where it comes from. This is the rock sewer. So you see how it cooked this whole rock down through here? Yeah, look at that. It's also a fault. You can tell it's not sliding. One side taller than the other side. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're awful baldy calling that a fault, but no, you can see this looking sidelines. Look at that. But yeah, that's where the peanut butter or the butterscotch comes from. What a treat that it was exposed today. Woo! Oh my gosh, you guys, no way.
I'm assuming that's just the name for this rock's texture, I guess. I'm thinking it's an actual dragon spine. Speaking of rocks, if you thought I wasn't going to hit you with another excellent specimen today, think again. This is going to be a good one. Oh, man. Almost looks like a crystallized pork chop, doesn't it? A crystallized fried pork chop. That might be the name. Guys, it's the backside is the backside is crazy. I want to hear your guys' names for this specimen and give it a rating in the comments below. My name it's gotta be petrified crystallized fried pork chop. I'll give this about a 9-1. Drop your names and the ratings in the comments below. If all I had was half an acre, this is exactly how I would feed my family of 6. Save this if you ever dreamed about feeding your family from your own land.
After 5 years of farming, I realized something. I never needed 6 acres to feed my family. Half an acre would have done it. Here's the blueprint. I'd plant fruit trees on day 1. Using 1/8 of an acre, I would plant 12 to 20 dwarf fruit trees. Instead of one giant apple tree, I can grow apples, peaches, pears, plums, figs, persimmons, and cherries in the same footprint. More diversity means more food, longer harvest seasons, and if one crop fails, I still have 6 others. Next, I'd create a seed library. I'd save every tomato, pepper, bean, squash, sunflower, and herb seed I could find. In 18 months, I saved over 1 million seeds, and those seeds were able to supply an entire county with a seed library. I donated that seed library years ago, and it still operates out of the Lovejoy Library. If you save your seeds in a few years, you rarely have to buy seeds again. Next, I'd build a greenhouse, not just for seedlings, but for year-round lettuce, spinach, herbs, and to grow fodder for my chickens and other animals. Fresh greens in the winter are a game changer. My fodder system process takes less than 6 days to grow food for animals. I would have my chicken coop and my greenhouse built on the same 1/8 of an acre. I choose a small closet in the house to run my fodder system out of. That way, you're saving more space in the greenhouse. Next, I'd compost everything: banana peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, cardboard, leaves, every scrap becomes next year's garden. I'd also install rain barrels to go right off of the greenhouse and right off the chicken coop and right off the gutters of my home. Why pay to water food if the sky's gonna do it for free? I would also check my local regulations to see if they allow it. Next, I'd keep bees. One healthy hive can produce a surprising amount of honey in a good season, plus pollination for your fruit trees and garden. Y'all know honey stores indefinitely, and bees make everything else on your property more productive.
Man, I wanted to start a hive, but it's not easy. Do you guys have experience with beehives? Drop any recommendations or good starter tips in the comments below to help other people get started with beehives. It might be too late to get started in this year. I'm not sure if it's something you gotta do like spring, but these are all great ideas. A seed bank?
Next, when gardening, I dedicate a section to calorie crops, which are potatoes, sweet potatoes, dry beans, winter squash. These actually keep you full. And remember, for potatoes, you don't need ground space. They can grow on buckets, child. They grow on laundry baskets, pretty much anything. I'd grow a kitchen garden right at my back door, the food you grab every day. So your garlic, your onions, your herbs, your lettuce, your tomatoes, your peppers. If it's convenient, you'll actually use it. And a bunch of my herbs I'd grow actually right at the bottom of my fruit trees because fruit trees provide natural shade. Self-sustainability ain't just about growing food. It's about the way you harvest it, the way you store it, the way you keep it. I learned to preserve food before I needed to. Freeze it, can it, dehydrate it. A harvest only feeds you long term if you know how to keep it. I'd plant living fences, blackberries, raspberries, muscadine grapes, food, privacy, wildlife habitat, and natural boundaries all in one. My absolute favorites to do this with are actually blackberries, beautyberries, muscadines, and mulberries.
Look at how beautiful these were. What was this? I was going to say this is a cherry, but it looks like candy. I've never seen this before. I know these aren't blackberries. Interesting.
Berries, beauty berries, muscadines, and mulberries. With all those berries, you're going to have an abundance, so freezing them is actually imperative, and also canning for jellies, jams, and of course, wine. I'd also plant nitrogen fixing plants, so clover and beans, they help improve the soil while producing food and forage. I'd also grow flowers on purpose, not just because they're pretty, but because pollinators are the farm workers, and you don't got to pay them. I teach every person in my house one skill. One kid knows how to compost, one knows bees, one knows fruit trees, one knows how to cook, one knows foraging, because self-sufficiency isn't about one person knowing everything. Teamwork make the dream work, baby. Last but certainly not least, I leave part of my land wild. Nature is already growing food and medicine. You just gotta learn how to recognize it. You can do this by teaching yourself to learn one wild edible forageable a month. So by the end of the year, you'll know 12 plants that you can eat. Self-sufficiency isn't about having a ton of land. It's about making every square inch count. Off a half-acre, I could easily feed my family of 6. For more black girl farming adventures, follow me for more.
Guys, that was absolutely sensational. So much good gems in that information. If you got anything to add into it, please share your experiences and help us out in the comments below from someone that may be trying to do this.
We've got to cross the water. Look at this. We could try and walk across this, but this is the bridge of death. This is I'm pretty sure this is the bridge of death. Just don't bang on that because the suspenders will break on it.
Hey, this is life and death.
Yeah. I'm Gibble Gloves. But you usually put. This is in case. Looking defaults in, we can throw them around down.
Look at the state of all that falling off underneath.
Oh, bro, coming out. It's so careful. Half of the.
I don't know, bro. It's been submerged in water for I don't know how long.
That water is extremely still. There's no telling what's inside of it.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but it's the bottom. Them suspenders there are keeping it afloat, I think.
Can't believe the bolts popped on the boys. I can't believe you basically just pulled this off. You're so close though. You got this. You got this.
Pretty high. This one seems bigger. Oh wow.
Pretty risk.
The roof looks quite shiny. We've got to really watch out down here. There's obviously no real air coming down here. Oh look.
That gas meter, I'm so glad they have one of those.
Look at that. There's an old spade handle.
No water.
Right, anything could be living down here. You never know. Right, the imagination really can run wild. It goes right down as well. So this can't be this is not the road bridge. This isn't the bridge of death.
This isn't the bridge of death.
Wow. Whoa. Oh, there. No, it's still going. It's still going. It's going underneath. Whoa. Has it gone underneath us? Yeah. If it goes down, get help.
Steady.
One set.
Watch out, watch out.
Oh, they're exploring.
Out. Soon up, you dude.
On the side.
Go on, bro. Ready? So.
Oh.
Get up.
Go, you go. It's popped again.
Oh, it's popped again.
It's popped again, go.
Go.
Watch that rust.
Yeah, keep going. Just keep going.
Yo, bro, don't pop it even more.
Right, you ready to push up the ball?
They're using that popped wrap. Oh my goodness.
Slowly pull it, slowly, might have it.
Do not do an Andrew.
Wait, don't get it yet. You don't have that already.
Oh, everyone just grab the ball, slowly. Fuck the rap. Go. Yeah, you start to cigarette.
Just going 6 a.m.
Well, you can see at the bottom there, it's light.
We've been here all night. One step by side. You let it.
What were they doing down there? Why was this originally made? So many questions.
Middle.
Well, that's the entrance we just came out of. It's daylight. This is what we came out to. I don't remember this because it was so dark.
I hear growing your own food tastes way better than store-bought. That's all we got for today's video. If you made it all the way to the end, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and drop the code word in the comments below. Today's code word is Dragon Garden. Go ahead and drop Dragon Garden in the comments below. When you do that, that lets me know you're a real one. You made it all the way to the end of the video and you really rock with your boy. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for hanging out with me, and I'm going to see you soon.